Hey guys, it's Ashton, and I've been gone for a minute. I've had a lot of stuff going on in life, so I'm back. Did you miss me? Probably not, but I went on vacation for my birthday, and I came back and was crazy busy at work, still busy at work, and I just found out today that I'll be going to court next week to get my gender marker and name change, so that's pretty exciting. And it's the holidays, which always makes it crazy. Anyway, this week's topic is bottom health, or just, is it bottom health? Yeah, bottom health. I think this is one that is sometimes difficult for people to deal with because the dysphoria can be pretty bad, and I think, and there's not a lot of viable options as far as surgery or I don't know. I feel like there's always, with top dysphoria, there's always that ultimate goal of top surgery, whereas with body dysphoria, like, the surgeries aren't always what people want them to be, so it's not an option. Financially, they're even more much more of a hardship. So I just feel like sometimes the bottom health is even more difficult for people to cope with than the top half. So anyway, this surgery, or not surgery, sorry, anything having to do with bottom health. So first, I think everybody agrees that pap smears and regular visits to the gyno are a necessity. If you have not had a hysterectomy, being on testosterone makes you much more at risk for getting ovarian cancer, and so it's actually even more necessary for you to go once you've been on testosterone than prior to. I must admit that because I'd never had sex with men, I never really felt the need to go to the guy and get like a gyno pap smear and all that stuff until my girlfriend made me, not this past summer but the summer before. That was the first time I ever went. I do need to go again, and I plan on it. I just have to find the time, because you should be going every year. My dogs are fighting. They're ridiculous. Okay. We're playing. I don't know. Anyway, it's really distracting. I apologize. So, finding the right gyno. That's really hard to do because you want somebody who's going to be trans friendly. For me, I got lucky in the fact that my primary care physician is also, like, she does pap smears and all of that stuff, a women's wellness exam, and she's a lesbian and also deals with trans patients. So I would say check out any resources, especially in bigger cities. If you don't mind traveling, there's probably going to be somebody who is more LGBT friendly. It asks, do you go regularly, why or not, why not? I plan on going regularly now. I didn't used to. I was very scared, and it still was kind of traumatic. I'm not gonna lie, I cried whenever I went, and I couldn't even explain to you why, but I did cry. It was traumatic for me. But yeah, let's see. Menstruating pre-T, how did you handle that emotionally? It wasn't, I don't have a lot of bottom dysphoria. I'm okay with my bottom half. I just wasn't comfortable with menstruating, so it was just really uncomfortable. It wasn't like it depressed me. I just felt weird, like there was no purpose in that for me. And even things as simple as like going to the store and buying feminine hygiene products, like I really felt uncomfortable doing it. I would ask my girlfriend to do it for me. So I would say emotionally it wasn't like a hardship for me like it is for some people. Complications on T, how did you handle those? I haven't had any complications, luckily. I stopped I had one period after I started T, and that was like I started T, and then like 2 weeks later I had a period, and then I haven't had one since then. I haven't had any complications. I haven't had any spotting, any cramping, anything like that. Knock on wood. Yeah, knock on wood. So hopefully that will continue. If I do have complications, I'll just have to go to the doctor. Like I said, I've been really lucky with my primary care physician being lesbian and treating trans patients. So I'm not afraid to go to her with those issues. Safe sex. I guess I don't have safe sex. I've been with the same person for 2.5 years. She only had 2 partners prior to that. I've been checked out and I don't have anything. So I guess just for me, my version of safe sex is monogamy. Cleanliness after growth. Sometimes I feel like a 16-year-old boy when it comes to talking about growth. I'm 33, which means that a lot of the effects of testosterone aren't as some of the effects don't happen as quickly or in as great a quantity. So I don't think from the pictures that I've seen of other people I've had the amount of growth that a lot of guys who transition at a younger age have had. So I don't have a lot of problems with like cleanliness and stuff. So yeah. And then finally, the last thing is a histo. Should you get one? When should you get one? I've done some reading, and it's some people say it's absolutely necessary, and some say it's only necessary if you have complications. I'm hoping that I don't have complications because I'm about to change my gender marker, which means my insurance will not cover a histo if I do have complications at this time. I'm hoping that if the day and time comes that I do need a histo, that healthcare and insurance has progressed enough that they will cover the histo. And I've even seen a little blurbs online about there are ways to get your histo covered even if you're listed as male. You just have to know how to work the system. So I guess I'll just cross that bridge when I come to it. For me right now, being gainfully employed is more important, and if I happen to lose my job and need to find another job, being male and being stealth as far as work is concerned would be my is what's my primary interest right now. So I have seen a lot of guys who have been on T for like 6 years and haven't had a histo. So some people want a histo for the psychological aspect, they feel like having those female organs removed makes them more male. I don't feel that way. So yeah, for me, when I should get one is whenever it's absolutely necessary. So anyway, I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was awesome and Christmas is coming up, and hopefully if you work in the service industry you don't work too hard, because I did that for a long time. I did that for 9 years. I was a retail manager, and that sucked. And if you're not, and you get to actually take off and enjoy the holiday, I hope you have a happy holiday. I might make another video before then, though. It's only the 8th. I don't know. But anyway, I'm in a good mood, so I hope everybody else is having a great holiday season. Yeah. I'll talk to you later.